What do I look for in an artist? First of all, I look for someone who's an actual artist, not just a rapper or a singer. Someone who really knows how to make songs, and not just who can rap or not who just can sing. Someone who's willing to work within the structure of a label. Someone who's, has their shit together. Someone who's talent, voice. Voice is so important. Be it a singer or a rapper or a pop star, does that voice cut through the clutter? Someone who understands that you have to stick within your artistry, but you also have to make music that's culturally viable. Because make no mistake, this is Jive Records. We're in the business of selling records, so your stuff has to be commercially viable. But at the same time, you need a distinct sound that shows artistry and talent.
Well, usually what I do as far as finding talent, I usually prefer to go through word of mouth, and I prefer to go through, credible sources. With the internet era and the way things are now, I've been, my routine towards finding contacts is taking more of an internet approach. One of the sites that I've been looking at fucking with is Major Contacts, because Major Contacts seems to have a great thing going when it comes to funneling the good from the bad, and that's very important.
Yeah, let's take them back.
I look for something different in the artist. I look for something that's really going to make them stand out. I look for something that's going to have them stand apart from everybody else. We are a very MC-driven label. We're really into lyrics, but at the same time, we have to adjust to today's times. So, in a dream world, I would love to find an MC with swagger and charisma that can also put you to rest, through his wordplay. So that's basically what I'm looking for. An MC that knows how to make songs.
Okay, let me ask, what do you look for in an artist, producer, and songwriter? Separate answers.
Definitely separate answers. In an artist, first and foremost, star quality. I want to know that when I see an artist, first and foremost, they look like one. They illuminate a room. There's something about artists that are special. That's what makes them, unique. That's what makes them, uniquely talented and very special. I'm looking for longevity. I'm looking for a career artist. I don't want a single artist. I don't want fad, and I don't want just a one record kind of person, guy or girl that's just here for a song. I'm looking for a career. I'm looking for a minimum of a decade of being in the business. You know what I mean? A minimum of 7 to 8 albums. You know what I mean? So all of that obviously, speaks for itself. You have to have personality. You have to have star quality. And people, like I always say, have to want to be you or believe you. And if they don't believe who you are, so the rest of the people are. If I don't believe who you are, and with the image that you're selling me, the public most likely isn't. And and when you're coming on to the hookup, and when you're logged into AR Live, this is the things I'm looking for. I need you to bring your best music. I need you to bring your top-notch production. I need you to bring the records that you think original stuff, the most original material that's going to help you facilitate, help you land a record deal or another meeting.
Inside joke. We had a session, we won't go into detail, but we did have a session last night, and there was someone on there.
By the way, for the most part, everything was clone of something else that had already put out. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even bad. That wasn't even the thing. It was just that it was like, hey, you got 4 records, and 2 of these titles have already been used 5 times, and 2 of these concepts were used 6 times. You might want to change it up. I got more stuff, and I got more original stuff. It's like, okay, if you have more original stuff, play it for me. So anyway, the bottom line is, you want to come with your most original material. This is your one shot. Hopefully you'll get 20 shots. But if you're coming to the hookup, this is your one shot with an executive. Not just me, anybody from any record label, to give it your all, to show them, this is what I have. This is the best material I have, and this is what I feel and believe is strong enough to last and maintain in your record company, to sign me, along with the other artists that you guys have there. And as far as, that's for an artist. As far as producers and songwriters, it's pretty much the same. I'm looking for the people who are innovative, who are, more creative than the other person, that are willing to take chances, that are willing to alter the sound of music and take a chance on something that's not being done. You have to, especially as a producer, you have to reinvent yourself. If you can every year, every few years, you have to. Everybody does it, from Timberland to whoever, Kanye. You have to be able to revolutionize, change, and keep up with music, and be willing to take chances and not do what everybody else is doing.
Right.
And songwriting, same thing. Go out on a limb. Talk about topics and write about topics that most people probably, wouldn't touch on. Be vulnerable. Follow those melodies. Have the most incredible melodies and harmonies that you can have that are so melodic that people are going to remember, and so, sound graceful and repetitious hooks, in a good way, that are going to be memorable and people are going to remember and just be able to sing along to very easy. So I kind of want that, man, just be different, be unique.